screen record and say everything look good and then zoom in like this. Joe's the blacks. Yes, the blacks. We are the blacks. The blacks will screen record, screenshot, and zoom in like this. Oh no. Y'all not gonna hit me with the zoom in. You will not hit me with the zoom in. Okay? Not me. Not me. Okay. So now YouTube is up. You got my stomach hurting. Cause I know how the blacks carry on. Sammy knows. Sammy knows how the blacks carry on. No lies detected. Hi, Goddess Talk. Okay, we're doing 2024 readings. Okay. Again, when we do these 2024 readings, we all know, right? When we do these 2024 readings, we're going to get message from your paternal lineage, from your maternal lineage. Okay, a message on relationships for the year. A message on your finances. What's going to be the condition of your finances, as well as the wisdom that the spirit wants you to hold and to have and to maintain for the upcoming year. Let's go ahead and get started here. We have Jessica who's on the list. And so if you want to get on the list, the Cash App is right there. Right there. Okay. And I have Jessica, Nakwazi, and I have Nisi so far on the list. Okay. Let me see. Go ahead and open this up here. Good. Hi, Goddess. Oh, I already said hi to you. Okay, here we go. All right, divine source, divine spirit, call forth the ancestors, all the energies that are connected to me. We call them forth into the space. Call that there be a hedge of protection placed around me as I dive into the spirit. First, we have Jessica. Call for all the ancestors and the energies that are well, that's connected to Jessica. Let the information be clear, let it be concise, let it be in a way that we all will understand it. So what is the insight that we have for this 2024 year? Okay, Jessica, real quick before we actually get into the maternal and paternal message. Jessica, are you on the Clock app or are you on YouTube? I think you're on the Clock app. So Jessica, let's just go ahead and begin here. It's interesting. The spirit keeps showing me these red ribbons, okay? And when I see these red ribbons, there's a couple of, oh, you're on YouTube, okay. There's a couple of things that the spirit is tying to this sort of red ribbon and this red fabric, right? As I'm adorned with red today. One, they're showing me the red ribbon as it pertains to awards, right? Um, and really being rewarded for the things that you have done. Okay, so this is more so in a positive way than a negative way. We got to understand that the year of 8 is also about karma, right? So the things that we have done coming back around, right, to us, right? Us getting the seeds, reaping the harvest, right? And so you're going to find that this year there's a lot of rewarding that's going to come to you. All right. A lot of breakthroughs, particularly surrounding the finances, that's going to come to you this year. Um, And so also they wanted to put me, they want to put a focus on the car. Okay. And so this either could be something new coming with the car or a new car altogether. Okay. So there's a lot of rewards that's coming for the finances, all right? And so you need to be aware of that. That's one phase of the red ribbon. In addition to that, they're showing me red cord, okay? Red cord. And so this is having to do with cord cutting, right? Less about you needing to perform all these cord cuttings, but also again, this year of 8 is also a year of power, okay? So with that being said, um probably my lawsuit after a car accident. Gotcha. That's a reward then. 'Cause I say, yeah, it's like finances, money is rewarding coming with the car. So okay, yes. Good. Very good. Um, so we're back to talking about the cord. So when we talk about the cord, the spirit, when we say talk about the year of 8, we also know this is a year of power, personal power. Okay, so the spirit is wanting you to be mindful of the ways in which who you're tied to and who you're getting your energy from. Okay, and you're gonna find out that some people that you are connected with are not being cyclical with the energy, so they're not giving you the same energy you're giving back to them. And these particular people or this particular person has been around for a while. Okay. And so you're going to finally be like, get somebody else to do this. Okay. And that's just a part of it. And you're going to also find that you're going to value the energy that you receive back more than you ever have. Okay. Um, yes, Concrete Rose. I got you. Nakia. Yeah, I got you. Okay. You're going to be valuing that more than you ever have. Your personal power, your personal energy. Okay. So that's just what they were saying initially there. All right. So yeah, these are 2024 readings, Deja. Okay, let's get a message from your paternal lineage. So I'm sorry. We never start with the paternal lineage. Excuse me, paternal lineage. We always start with the maternal over here. It's not the Patrix, it's the Matrix. So please hold on. Oh yeah, the list is definitely open. So forgive me, paternal lineage. We always start with the mother. Okay. Let's get some messages from your maternal lineage here. So let's just go ahead and look at this. My goodness. Oh, yeah. So we have a proverb that speaks here. And the proverb says, a half truth is a whole lie. They want you to be in full truth telling this year. Full truth telling about how you feel about somebody, full truth telling about what you like and don't like, full truth telling. They are also speaking to how you can make excuses for other people, right? There's folks that omit things from you when you're asking them things, when they're telling you things, but the spirit wants you to know again, a half truth is a whole lie. Okay. So omission is also evidence of deceit. All right. That's your maternal lineage. They also want you got a proverb here that says, the bread you have is worth more than the fish you don't. This speaks to you learning the value of the things that you have presently, right? As opposed to dampening your present success and your present accomplishment based upon the things that you have yet to get. Okay. Don't do that. They want you to find the value in what you have presently. All right. And learn to appreciate that more. Anything that you get else or get more than what you have, that's a bonus, right? But you got to have the value with what is present in order for you to get more. Another message that's coming from the maternal lineage is this. If two wise men always agree, then there is no need for one of them. That message is always super powerful to me because sometimes we think that we always have to be in exact agreement with everybody on everything. No, we don't. We can learn how to disagree and still be in community. So that's also going to be something you're going to be learning. This is also leaning into the relationships that you can be in community with people that you would disagree with in certain instances. Okay. Your maternal lineage wants you to be reminded of that as you are stepping into more of your personal power this year. Okay. Don't get arrogant in the sense of y'all not on my level because we don't see things eye to eye. Difference is necessary in community. And I want to say that to you, but I also want to say that to everyone else that's watching. Differences, that is something that is necessary, or they are necessary in a community. Okay. Let's get some messages, Jessica, for your from your paternal lineage. Now, paternal lineage. One thing about me, I'm always start with the mothers. Okay. From your paternal lineage. Oh. I'm gonna tell you, okay. Well, they probably upset at me because the way these cards is flying every which way. All right, here we go. Your paternal lineage come forth here with the haunted house. All right. Anytime we see the haunted house coming up here, your paternal lineage is wanting to make you aware of dead things coming back around, right? And not just people, but thoughts, right? Thoughts about relationships and connections that is not in the present. Still being angry, still being upset, and letting past experiences directly influence the present. They don't want you to fall into that trap because that's going to drain your energy because you'll be worried about something that you cannot control or do anything about presently. So anytime that feeling, those thoughts start to come up, your paternal lineage wants you to dead that. We have the balloon here, all right? The balloon here speaks about celebration. So this is that rewarding energy that I channeled earlier, okay? So they want you to be reminded of that. They want to send that energy to you that you need to be in celebration. You will be in celebration and celebrated, all right, for the things that you have done. And in reference to that red cord, we got the severance here. Jessica said, them thoughts been heavy this past week. Right. And that's why they coming forth to tell you. We got the scissors here. When the scissors show up here, the scissors come to represent severance, cutting those cords. So this is a confirmation to the message that we spoke about earlier. Let's go ahead and get a message on your relationships. Hello, I love the scarf. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Taisha. Thank you, friend. Friend, how many of us have them? Okay, relationships. Here we go. All right, boom. Main point here. Proverb that says, your thoughts are not their thoughts. Let's let that linger. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have room for 2 more people on my list. So yes, baby G. Your thoughts are not their thoughts. You do a lot of projecting your thoughts onto other people, friends, relationship partners, whatever, family, whatever. You do a lot of projecting, and then you try to think ahead of them. You try to think ahead of the thoughts that they are not having. Okay. And so then your actions start to clash with reality because the thing that you are trying to prepare for has not even happened. Okay, Jessica? So they want you to know your relationships are going to be most healthy this year when you don't project your thoughts onto others. Okay? Even from the space of why shouldn't they should already know this. They should already think that. And you then give up the need to communicate certain things also because you think that people should know certain things already. This is the year, make it clear, make it plain for you. Make it clear, Make it plain, Jessica. All right. And don't take assumptions. Don't take assumptions. Fran said, girl, I do the same thing. Whenever I see you see this, can you let me know if you receive my Sean? I got you, Sean. Yes. Okay. We stay projecting our thoughts. And I just want to say that we got to be mindful, y'all, because we do that a lot. We do a lot of the I'm gonna think for you, and then I don't even know if you had the thought or not, but I'm already going to move, believe, step, do all this stuff as if it has happened. Shauna K, do you have PayPal? Yes, I do have PayPal. It is the Inner Light Spa. You see like if it's not my face, it's probably a triangle with a light bulb in it, but if maybe my face. Okay, Jessica, so be very mindful of that. Let's take a look at your finances. What do you have to say for the finances? All right. Good. So we got Miss Sarah here, okay? So Miss Sarah shows up in reverse. Miss Sarah is the ancestor of mothering, but Miss Sarah also represents the ocean and the water. So you got to be careful. You're going to get an abundance when it comes to finances, but do not overindulge with the abundance. Do not overindulge with the abundance, Jessica. Your spirit team knows that you'll get happy with the coin. Okay, and you will overindulge. I got you, Momo. I have one more spot left. You will overindulge. And they don't want you to overindulge. Okay? Be really mindful of the overindulgerization. All right? Be very mindful of the sudden urge to spend and make purchases and things. Be mindful of that because that is not good. I know, so I really been trying to get some budgeting in set. Okay, good, very good. So you already know what the spirit is referring to. Lastly, let's get you some wisdom for the upcoming year. What wisdom do we have for Jessica? We got Savannah here. Savannah here is the ancestor of balance, okay? So when you're talking about getting a budget in set, perfect, right? Balancing out your life, getting everything, hey, loving me more, getting everything in alignment, everything. See how much time you're spending over there, seeing how much money you're spending over here, spending how much of this, seeing how much, so forth and so on. Balance is the key. And that's also what 8 symbolizes. When you turn that to the side, you have, of course, the infinity symbol, but it's also equal parts. So what you need to focus on is balance. That's why they don't want you to engage in any over-indulgerization. Friend, he's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man. He just needs a little more time. Okay? So balance is the key. When you feel yourself getting out of alignment, ask yourself, what's out of whack? What's out of balance? And Jessica, here's a quick thing. This is for Jessica, all the people on YouTube, all the people on the Clock app. Look at just pick 3 things in your life, 3 to 4 things in your life that you know, if this is not together, you're going to be off track. For me, 1, if I'm not dieting appropriately and exercising, I'm going to be off track. I already know. If my space is not clean, my energy is messed up. I already know. And the third thing for me is if I don't know the condition of my finances, all of my stuff is going to be messed up. Everything. All of my stuff is going to be messed up if I don't know the condition of my finances. And so when I'm feeling some type of a way, I check those areas and I'm like, oh, It's that thing right there. It's that girl that's the problem. Okay? That girl is the problem. Top 3 for me. Right? So, but what I want y'all to do is know that and check those things. Write them down. Get that in your mind so you know the areas to check. So you don't be like, I don't know what's wrong. I feel so lost. No, your space is not clean and organized. And you know you don't function well when that's not the case. All right? So that's that. Thank you, Jessica. All right, y'all. So the list is now closed. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to make myself bigger on the screen. Oh, I look crooked. Hold on. That's how we're going to be right now. All right. The power of the black painter has been stripped away. Okay. So the list is now closed. This is who I have. I have Nakwazi, who I'm doing right now. Then I have Nisi, then Nakia, LaQuandra, Fran, Shantae, Lenore, Momo, and Patrice. Okay. That is who I have at this moment. That is who I have. All right. Okay. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good today? Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I have to cut on the fan up here. You know, black folk, it'll be 100 degrees below zero, and we still gonna have the fan on. Okay, you're welcome. And let me tell y'all something right now. As you see, I don't do quick 25 seconds readings. Or these 10-second readings. Okay? I'm going to take my time and give you everything that your heart desires. All right? I'm not going to give you the 0.5 second reading. I was hoping the list was still open. Okay, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. Hold up real quick. Stay on here. I want to be fair to my actual energy capacity. So I'm not going to open my list up back yet. Open back up my list yet. That's what I meant to say. Open my list back up. Open up my list back. Wait a minute. Open up. Let me tell you something. The English language is kicking my tail today. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, Nakwazi. Let's go ahead and tap in here with this. You know what, Nisi? Reopen the list. Now, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for the simplified language there. Because that was wearing me out. And then I will reopen my list. All right? Because I always play myself. I have more faith in myself than myself has in me. I'm like, yeah. And then I get to read number 25, and I'm like, getting ready to collapse. So, here we go. Nakwazi. Source divine spirit. Tap me into Nakwazi's energy. Or the ancestor spirit team is on connection with Nakwazi. Okay, Naquazi, let's get started here. Um, so the spirit kept showing me you watching TV and then you stepping into the TV. And first I was like, what in the ring is going on here? But what this is about is you have, maybe even for the past couple of years, been in the witness position in your life. So you have been watching people do things that you want to do. This is from even a fitness standpoint, a business or financial standpoint. You've been watching folks, watching and watching and watching, scrolling on your timeline, seeing videos and things like that, and saying, dang, I want to do that. Dang, I wish that could be me. Or dang, I can't wait for that opportunity. Not from a space of jealousness, but from a space of inspiration. Okay. And what the spirit is saying to you is that you will no longer be the witness this year. Okay. This is your year of do. Okay. Do. No more sitting and watching. No more sitting and watching and waiting for your chance or your opportunity. The spirit wants you to lean into, again, your personal power here so you can do and accomplish the things that you need to accomplish. Okay. Nakwazi, also the spirit keeps putting me to your hands, okay, and to your wrists. Do you have anyone in your family that has I can't think of that form of arthritis where it really messes the hands up and the wrist? Y'all know what's that form of arthritis, y'all, that really messes the wrist up or messes the hands up? What's the word? I know y'all medical people here know. What's the word? What is the word? No, 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 not carpal tunnel. It's a form of arthritis that like rheumatoid. Thank you. Rheumatoid arthritis. All right. Are you aware of anyone in your family that has rheumatoid arthritis? Okay, because what the spirit is showing me is something long term that could pose as a problem for you. Excuse me. That I'm gonna say could, because there's things that you can do to prevent that. Okay, but they're showing me inflammation in the joints, in the hands, and in the wrist. Okay, and so what I want you to do, all right, is I need you to add into your vitamins. Hold up. And this needs to be something that is a non negotiable for you. Ginger and turmeric. Ginger and turmeric. I want you to start to put that into your what? Vitamin regimen. They have some capsules or pills or whatever that have both in it. I want you to make that a non-negotiable. Okay? And if you start on it now, start on it now. Okay? When I have ginger turmeric supplements in my cabinet, I have ginger and turmeric supplements in my cabinet that I have not opened yet. Okay, gotcha. So this is why it's coming up. Okay, so do that. Just get on your regimen. If you don't take now another thing, take your ginger and your turmeric. Okay, because what will happen is you will be thriving, and then all of a sudden, when you're getting up in age, okay, you all of a sudden start having this bad aching and pain within the wrist and the hands, and then you could even have some potential disfiguration with the hands. But we start early, already have that in your regimen, so we could fight that off and to prevent that from happening. Okay. The spirit is also talking about any body goals or fitness goals or appearance goals. They want you to really lean into that, okay? Because from just a space of boosting confidence, but also just feeling well within yourself. So if you've been feeling like, I'm going to do something different with myself this year physically, the spirit wants you to go forth and do that. Let's go ahead and get messages from your maternal lineage. Okay, physically, appearance wise, aesthetic wise, any of that, the spirit wants you to take any opportunity to do whichever it is you need to do in order to increase that, that confidence or that that just feeling good about yourself. Okay, whatever it is that you need to do or been wanting to do physically. All right, spirit wants you to go ahead and do that. Message from your maternal lineage about this year. Okay. So, Nakwazi, let's look at this here. First and foremost, we have the wedding rings here. Okay. This shows up in reverse. All right. This, you remember how I told you what they were showing me? All right. About watching people do the things that you want to do. Okay. The thing about this is, in the past, Nakwazi, you have made commitments with yourself that you did not keep. All right. The spirit is like, let's get January together to where we could plan for what it is that we're going to follow through and do for the rest of the year. But the spirit says you need to commit to yourself. You got to commit to yourself. And full commitment. Just like in a relationship, you wouldn't want your relationship partner to be halfway committed, in and out of commitment. All right. When you are committed to yourself, life, spirit, universe, all of these things will be committed to you. All right. So take your self commitment seriously and don't make any commitments with yourself this year that you cannot complete and follow through. Okay. So that means don't overestimate. Okay. I always tell people this, an example. If you said you want to start a spiritual regimen, don't sit up here and say, I'm going to wake up at 4:00 in the morning, pray for 30 minutes, meditate for 20 minutes, get up and run a lap outside, come back, do yoga, read a book, journal. You're not going to keep that up. You're going to do that for one solid day. And then the next day you say, well, I do it tonight. Make reasonable goals, reasonable commitments to yourself, okay? And follow through with those reasonable commitments. The next thing is we got the dice here, which speaks to risk taking. So this is why I told you, again, this is coming all the way back to that initial message, that TV, that going for it, right? Being a go-getter. Use January to realize the vision and use February to December to be in hot pursuit of those visions and those goals, okay? And take the risk. Don't be so cautious. This is the year of power. Power, Lord. It's a year of power, all right? Take those risks. Do those things. Also, we got Uncle Tip here, who is the ancestor of indulgence, which shows up upright here. Okay, first of all, don't be trying to invite me to join the live and do a battle. What is going on? Uncle Tip is the ancestor of indulgence. So this is coming for the workaholic energy that you have. They want you to be committed to yourself, complete your tasks, things like that, but also throw some fun in there, Nakwazi. Throw some fun in there. Throw some fun in. Okay? We don't need to be out here. We free now, Nakwasi. We don't need to work that hard. Okay? Not we free now. We're free. We are free now. We don't have to be in full labor 24/7. Okay? Let's get a message from your paternal lineage. Elo, I feel like there's so much to do. So it's also about balance. I wonder if that's going to come back up for you as well. It's a balancing act, you know? So that's why we got to, that's why we clarify the vision and then we go for those specific things. I think part of the issue is that you will see more stuff to do along the way and then you try to throw that in. And then it becomes overwhelming. You will be, wait, what is it? We say, I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up where everything was overwhelming? Oh, that is sending me. Let's look at the message from the paternal. Oh, that is taking me out. And I have been swallowed up. That's the thing. When he said that, it was how much time he spent in the second swallowed, particularly the wallowed part, and that break up. I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? That took me out. No, honeybee, my list is closed for right now. I came in on swallowed. It was the break in between that. It's closed for right now. I may open it up, but I also may not. I just had to be mindful. Paternal lineage says this. 1, the bathtub, the spiritual bathtub. All right, the spiritual bath, excuse me. It's important for you to have yourself a consistent spiritual bath. You need to do it monthly. Camera book on your side. Okay, honeybee. You need to have it monthly. Okay, it needs to be consistent. Okay, a consistent spiritual regimen, but particularly a bath. And y'all, when we take these spiritual baths, you need to be submerged. So put whatever you need to put to your swim cap on and submerge yourself. Just like when I was in the church, honey, and you got baptized, you didn't float. Some of y'all floating in the tub. You got to be dipped, submerged from the rooter to the tutor. Okay? You got to be submerged. Some of y'all, you know, is listen, taking a spiritual dip. No, we need a spiritual bath. All right. So you need to make that a part. You must be swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up in the water? Swallowed up in the spiritual bath. Now, this the other part y'all not gonna like. When you take your spiritual bath, and you're cleansing, you're trying to get stuff off of you, it needs to be cold. Everybody's like, dun. Needs to be cold. Why? When you get in that water, that starts happening, you jump that energy off of you. The body starts to tremble. That comes off of you. Not even lukewarm. No. I need to be cool. If you're trying to get something up off of you, we don't need y'all getting in bed and be like, because that energy going to settle in there with you. That's when you're trying to take things up and out. Not cold my iron low as it is. Have your iron peel ready, Sean. At least when you're trying to get stuff up and off of you, right? When we take that bath, you trying to pull something out. Yes. Submerge. You'll warm up after a while. I'll even let y'all make it by it being cool. Cool. But all this hot bath for y'all sitting there listening to Bag a Lady, you gon' hurt your back. Dragging all them bags like they at. Y'all not finna be chilling. You're gonna be chilling. Okay? But you need to take a consistent spiritual bath. A white bath, okay? A cleansing bath, okay? You got to. Okay? Got to. That's important for you spiritually. Another thing that they have for your paternal lineage has is a message for you for this year. Is you're also going to be learning that all monkeys cannot hang on the same branch. But more importantly, that you are the branch that the monkeys are trying to hang off of. Okay? Be mindful of the individuals that's holding on to you, pulling on you, weighing you down. Be mindful of it, because it's going to come more. It's going to become more more apparent and more apparent. Okay? The reason why the monkeys can't hang on the same branch is that the branch will break. Then the monkeys will fall too, but the monkeys could get up. Once the branch breaks, the branch breaks. Okay? So that's going to be revealed. And you're going to have to text them like, wait a minute, I can't have 5 monkeys on my branch. One, maybe 1.5 a monkey. But we can't have all these people. So be mindful of the ways in which individuals are, quite frankly, leaning on you, holding on to you, clinging to you, and how you then assume all the responsibility that you actually cannot govern. Okay? That's from your paternal lineage. Let's get a message on your relationships for this upcoming year. This message on relationships. My God. Oh, yeah. We got Edward Bias here. Who's my dad? This is my dad. Okay. He is the ancestor of business. Okay. In general, our spiritual baths are supposed to be cool. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not in general. And I also want to say that other people have different schools of thought on this than I do. All I know is when I get in that cold water, it jolts me. Right? And you trying to jolt that energy up and out of you. And in workings that I've done where I've had to literally bathe people in the herbs and in the things to get things up off of and out of them, the cold water is more effective for that. When you if you're doing like a self-love bath or something like that, then I would not say that. I would not say it has to be that. But if you're trying to do a cleansing bath, a removal bath, a breaking bath, you will want that to be cool. And look at Fran. Fran gonna be like, okay, good, because all I'm doing is taking self-love bath anyway. That's the only thing that my spirit team is telling me to do. Okay. So that's that. And also spiritual baths, unless it's for something like that, it's not just it's not a spa situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some people treat it like a spa situation. No, it's a working. It's a working. So there should be prayers accompanying your spiritual bath. It's not enough for you to just submerge yourself in the water. Here's a quick tidbit that y'all can do. Get you one of them big tea bags, not the little one, of big tea bags. Your herbs and things like that, put your herbs in that tea bag, okay? And then put your soap in that tea bag as well. And I want you could dip that and you could actually scrub that. So you are scrubbing the body with the herbs. Okay? You can do it like that with things that you having in your water too. But that's just that. Anyway, back to Nakwasi. Business, okay? There's going to be relationships surrounding business that you're going to develop this year, which is really good. And Edward Bias comes with a warning here. The friends, the relationships, family ships, so forth and so on. Hey, Tam, that are asking for money. Those are going to be some of the monkeys that cannot hang on the branch. Okay? Okay? The people who are willing to spend with you, are kin with you. Okay? If they're not willing to spend, they're not willing to kin. Okay? Be mindful of that. Mindful of that. There's going to be a lot of money matters appearing in your relationships this year. You also have a proverb that says the bread you have is worth more than the fish you don't. All right? So, if you only got a few friends, a few people you can trust, that's just fine. The bread you have, my God, is worth more than the fish you don't have. Value the relationships that you have, and this is family, friendship, and romantic. Okay? Let's look at what the Spirit has to say about your finances for this upcoming year. I tell people all the time, you don't have to get a reading in order to get a message. If you just sit here and listen, the Spirit is going to oh wait, did I just look at the finances? I looked at the relationships or the finances, right? If you just sit here and listen, you're gonna catch a message or three. Okay? Good. Okay, here. A message on your finances. Okay? We got Mama Lily here in reverse. I've been recently feeling bad about a friend that I cut off, so I need to hear that. Come on, right on time. You did the right things. Been taking notes. Come on, Lady Libra. Listen, y'all will leave with a whole journal of notes just off of other people's readings. let's look at this. We got Mama Lily here when it comes to finances, okay? So there's going to be a lot of healing of the money, all right? That means that there will be money and income coming in to rectify or reconcile any debts, okay? To reconcile any credit score issues or anything. That's going to be powerful this year for you. Also, you're going to be healing the relationship you have have with money, okay? Sometimes depending on how we grew up, there is a worry when it comes to finances, even if we're doing fine now. All right. When you grew up and you did not have it, or you are in situations where people who said they had the money and was being responsible, they were actually not responsible, and it caused great calamity for you. You tend to have an unhealthy relationship with money. All right. So all things concerning finances, expect healing around that. Also, we got Aunt Effie who comes up here. Aunt Effie is the ancestor of confrontation, meaning that there's going to be some people that you're going to have to confront about your funds. We talked about this with the Edward bias here within the relationships. Okay. Just know that you do yourself a disservice if you do not honor yourself and say what needs to be said. And if you let people continue to be of detriment to you, that ends up being on you. I want these cards. Thank you. These are my cards. I created them. You could get them if you go to link in my bio. You can order them. They're Ancestor Oracle cards. I kind of had a few words from my supervisor playing with my money. That's the Aunt Effie energy. This is the Aunt Effie energy. And I got a fresh pack of them right here. They come pre-wrapped and they have a box and everything, but there's a QR code both on the box and in the card deck that takes you to the guidebook. Okay. So good job. Good with the Aunt Effie energy. It's gonna be a lot of that, but it's you fighting for what it is that you deserve, right? And what is right, and what is wrong is wrong. Lastly, let's get some wisdom here. For the one thing about these cards, Robin, some people love getting Aunt Effie because they're like, Spirit, can I please cuss this person out? And then they get Aunt Effie and they're like, yes, mother, I told your mother. And then the people who are prone to cussing people out will get Aunt Effie in reverse, meaning no. Lastly, let's get some wisdom for you for this upcoming year. Oh my God. And when I say I cussed him out, I was shocked at myself. That's that Aunt Effie. Okay. Wisdom for the year. You got the front porch in reverse. So the front porch is about observation. Front porch is about observation. And so, remember what I said initially about you watching the TV and the spirit showed me you getting into the television. Okay? All of this is connected to the same thing. There are things that you need to see that's going to be revealed for people. But when it comes to the things that you want to do, when it comes to your vision for yourself, you don't need to just be the watcher. You need to be the doer. Okay? So yes, watch and observe the people around you, but also, because two things can happen at the same time, be in the pursuit of the specified goals, not of every single thing that could be possible for you to do, but the specified goals. And it's the balance of that. Okay? That's the wisdom. And if you don't know what to do, wait, and it will be revealed to you. Okay? Know when you need to sit down on the porch and when you need to get off the porch. All right? But don't be in search of things to do. If you don't know what to do, there is nothing to do at that time. Okay? Thank you, Nakwazi. Correct. I always train that. I was always trained that more is caught than taught. That's right, 11 Path. All right, I got Nisi now. You're welcome. Ooh, that was a word. Now, and was it? A word and a half. Hold on, y'all. My man is messaging me. Please hold. Let me respond to this. Shantae's got a man. Okay. Shantae's got a man. Okay, Nisi. Are you here, Nisi? My man, my man, my man. You to my man. Not that song. I'm screaming. Oh, what's that one guy? He's like, that's my mother man. Winners membership. The mentorship. Dear God. That probably will not become available until the spring. So message me back in March. Hey, Melinda. Melinda. Where's Nisi at? Nisi Burrow. Oop. I'll be saying y'all full government. I'm sorry. Anybody see Nisi? Anybody see Nisi? Oh, I see you, Nisi. Nisi, I'm sorry for saying your full government. I hope nobody's looking for y'all. Let me tell you something. If somebody is on the lookout for y'all, I need y'all to put y'all fake names. Because I will end up reading it out loud. My apologies. Okay, Nisi, here we go. Nobody knows you exist. We good. Okay, you know what? That's sending me. Okay. Hope everyone is doing well today. Hi, Roderick. Come on, Roderick Jenkins Sr. Now, that's somebody. Roderick said, I'm putting my full name. Okay. Roderick don't care. Roderick, you must not have the government looking for you. Roderick said, my full name is going to be on here because I ain't got nothing to hide. Okay. Hey, Sheila. Sheila, my singing friend. Sheila can sing. Hey. All right, here we go. This is for Nisi. Okay. Divine source, divine spirit. Connect me with Nisi's energy. Okay, Nisi, let's start here. The reason why I was taken aback was because the spirit rushed me into this image uh, of an owl. Okay, is that an image or an animal that is connected to you that you are real that you realize? If you don't realize that, then it is. I'm just letting you know that it is. But that's the real reason why I was stopped, because it was like to this owl. Okay, let me see what this is about. Okay, so let's look at this, niece. How much of the oh, it's the list is closed right now. Hey, Cezanne. Um, so let's talk about this. So there's a couple of things that's coming up here with this owl. Okay, this is definitely speaking to your vision, your clairvoyance ability. Okay, and your claircognizance ability. Okay. Clairvoyance is clear seeing. So this could be in the form of dreams, could be in the form of visions, all right, or daydreams, flashes, whatever way that shows up for you. And also clear cognizance, which is clear knowing, okay? There's going to be an increase this year for you with those spiritual abilities and those spiritual giftings, okay? The spirit really wants you to look into the symbolism of the owl, okay? And what does the owl represent as a spirit animal? Okay? What does that represent as a spiritual animal? Don't ask me, because I don't know. Not right off the top of my head. Okay? But look into that, okay? Because that animal is that energy of that animal is going to be a guiding force for you for this upcoming year, okay? The spirit also keeps showing me this little boy, okay, that is around you, that's connected to you, all right? And he keeps holding, clinging himself to your leg. First, I want to know, do you have a son, or do you have like a little nephew or something like that? Because this is going to clear up for me if this is in the physical or the spiritual. And also, he keeps showing me him in yellow. Okay, so if it is that you do not have a son, this is as a son that's coming to you. Okay, because this is it's a little boy. He's around you, okay? So this is a future child that either you're going to have that is yours, or a child that's going to end up in your life, okay? But the soul of this child is already around you and assigned to you, okay? Okay, and they keep showing me him in yellow. Okay, so hold on to that. Yeah, this is definitely this is, yeah, you're going to be, yeah, this is like just like you're the parent. No, yeah, this is a child. Yeah, it's already in your path. Okay, this is a boy though. Mm. He just keeps showing me his self and his energy. Very, very cheerful, very much so. Gonna be a child that is happy, very happy child, very, very much a child that comes to light up the world and light up the room when he enters into the room. I want a son. Well, you're gonna have a son. This is a child, like I said, that's already connected to you. Okay, so that's already in your path. Yeah. I don't think I didn't think so soon though. Listen, we can't. Whenever it comes, it comes. I'm not saying this. You finna have this child next week, get pregnant with the child next week, but it's a son. It's a son that's assigned to you. Okay, so there you have it with that. Spirit needed you to know that. Okay, so let's get a message from your maternal lineage for this upcoming year. First thing we got here as a message from them is hear first, look second. Okay, hear first, look second. What does that mean? Don't judge a book by its cover. This speaks to sometimes we could just look at a situation or look at a thing and write it off and not actually hear it and see what everything is about. Okay. And that has caused you in the past to miss opportunities because you go off of that first impression or that first thing. Okay. The spirit really wants you to hear first, hear first, hear it out. This is also because I'll watch the replay. Okay, okay, Rose, I got you. Here first. This also because this year you're going to be receiving messages from people that you normally wouldn't care to listen to. Okay. Keep yourself optimistic. Okay. Keep yourself open. You may find, again, like I said, strange people of different experiences in life may come and give you messages about you or provide some insights for you. Okay. All right. Now, this being said, we have the butcher knife, which comes out here. Okay. And when the butcher knife comes out here, This speaks to you experiencing a great betrayal. Okay? A great betrayal this year. Now, while that is something that is not good news, this is how you prevent yourself from experiencing the most damage from it. Listen to yourself and follow your intuition. Okay. This is why I said earlier, there's going to be, because the spirit is going to tell you ahead of time. Okay. With your clairvoyance, so could be from the dreams, and with the claircognizance, when you just know that something isn't right. Hey, Lainey. Hey, sister friend. When you just know that something is not right. Okay. And I need you to listen to that. Part of this betrayal is going to come from a woman with black hair. Okay. They kind of keep showing me the hair freshly done. So this is either she keeps her hair freshly done, or this black hair is a new color that she's trying out, or a new hairstyle or something that she's trying out. Okay. That being said, keep your intuition highly valued. Okay. This also comes back to the hear first, look second. Okay. Yeah, these are individual. I'm sorry. I have a list. So I'm going through my list. Okay. Really listen. Don't be mystified by the appearance. But if I'm telling you about it, that means that the spirit is going to forewarn you at an appropriate time. But this is something that is necessary for your growth and for your development. Okay. Let's get a message from your paternal. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all something. From my balcony, I could see this old man walking this dog, and this dog is tearing this old man up. This man cannot handle the strength of this dog. Get a little dog. You don't have the power and the strength that you had before, old man. And that's okay. But we must be real with ourselves. If y'all would have seen the way that old man was finna fall over, I was gonna scream because I couldn't help him. I'm too far away. Anyway, let's move here. So from the paternal lineage here, we have the garden here, okay? And the garden is both wanting you to look at your earth placement. So if you have major earth placements, which are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, okay? They want you to hone in on those earth placements because a lot of your growth and your development is going to come in from where those earth placements are at, all right? So make sure to look at your natal chart, okay? And this is a year of growing, okay? Taurus moon, all right, which is why we talked about this betrayal. This betrayal affects directly the emotions, right? That's the moon, your moon placement, okay? So growing, just like I just said this, that the betrayal is going to be necessary for your growth and your development. And then we see that we come here referencing your earth placements, and your moon is the earth placement. Okay. This also speaks to, excuse me, you needing to be grounded, you needing to be anchored. All right. So if you don't have a consistent spiritual practice, you need to get that thing. If you don't have that together, that align, you need to get that. Okay. You want to be rooted, you want to be grounded in who you are as a person, and your spirituality, and your confidence, and your belief in yourself, and do what's necessary for that. So when the storm comes, you're not one of the trees that get ripped up out of the ground, honey. You're rooted deep enough to where you can endure the weather and still stay intact. We got the gumbo pot here, okay? There's going to be a collection of people that's going to try to get into your business, okay? And the Spirit wants to tell you, everybody can't be in your business. Too many ideas, too many, because also they keep showing me you sort of getting different perspectives from too many people, okay? And too many people, too many hands in the pot. One, that's nasty. Two, it's going to throw off the taste of the dish. Can't have too many hands in the pot. All right? So when you are experiencing something, you don't always need to get a varying amount of perspectives on it before you make your decision. You know what your decision is. Okay? And if you don't know what to do yet, you speak to one person, two people, but don't get too much input, because you are then inviting people to be in your business. All right? Too many hands in the pot. Oh, it's too many hands in the pot. Too many hands in the pot. Hi, hey, Holy Da Vinci, Highlight Walker. Thank you for the red hot chili peppers. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh my God, not 100 of them. Hi. We got the stop sign here. All right. We got the stop sign. Cece. No, that's not who this is. Nisi. I call not Cece, not Cece Winans. Nisi. Your list still open? No, my list is closed. My list is closed. For now. I may do some pendulumarization at the end for yes or no's. All right, so we got the stop sign, okay? This is the thing. Nisi, by way of listening to your intuition, when your intuition tell you to hold, to wait, to stop, listen to that thing. As I said at the beginning, your clairvoyance, claircognizant, that knowing. Oh, someone was calling me. Hold up. I got to come back to the clock app. I was receiving a call of the phone. Sorry, I'm back. Someone was calling me. By way of what I was saying was, by way of your clairvoyance, by way of your claircognizance, when you get that inner knowing, you gotta believe that thing. When they tell you to stop, stop. If you feel like you need to stop, stop. Halt. Go no further. Don't try to test it. All right? It's for your wellness. Let's look into your relationships. We have to say about the relationships. Oh. Oh, yeah. So, a half truth is a whole lie. I said this earlier. You want to make sure that you are telling full truths to the individuals that you are in connectionship with, friend, family, relationship. Half truths are whole lies, okay, which leads to deceit. And also conversely, if individuals are not telling full truths, they are lying. They are lying. 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 Don't let people get away with the half-truths. A half-truth is a whole lie because the intention of the half-truth is to deceive. Okay? So that is the whole lie. All right? In addition to that, we got Cato here. Cato is the ancestor of travel. There seems to be that there are going to be some trips, some vacation trips that you are able to take. All right? Either go road trips, something of that nature. Cato comes in reverse. I want you to listen to your intuition because I feel like there's going to be a couple of them. If you feel like a trip or something, you're like, I don't know why, but I just feel like I don't want to go. Don't go. Do not go. Hi, Heather. Do not go. Okay, from the color purple. Maybe God is trying to tell you something right now. Don't go. But I want to be clear. Your intuition is going to tell you that. You're going to have that feeling of, I just don't think I should go. Don't let people convince you into it. Okay? Because that's a part of the betrayal things that we're talking about. Okay? Okay? Let's look at your finances and then get you some wisdom for this upcoming year. So the key to your finances this year is going to be organization. We got Arizona here, who is the ancestor of order. All right, the key to it is going to be organization. Budgeting. Knowing where your expenses go here, how much this costs, and looking at it. Let me tell y'all a trick. Soon as I get money into my savings account, I send all of that coin, all of that money there. I send all that money straight to my savings, which means that if I go to spend, I have to go into my app and send that exact amount to my checkings, which forces me to look at my money. Because I'm not the only one that will avoid looking at their bank account. Okay? That's what I do. If I know something is coming up, I specifically send that amount of money to my what? Account. That way I keep tab. I keep a mental tab on how much money I have and how much money I do not. All right? So our account. Who's our? What you mean our account? Did I say that? Me, I do the same thing. You do, Shantae, you do the same thing? Right. We gotta know. I meant to. Oh. I'm screaming. Yes, so with that being said, we got to do that. Okay? We got to do that. That's a good tip. But order and organization is key. It's key. It is key here. It is key. Key. Okay? Lastly, let's get you some wisdom for the year. Y'all, let me tell you right now, I'm moving slow as molasses. What's some wisdom we have for this year? All right. So this is the wisdom for you. Yes, my list is closed, AD. I'm sorry. But I'm probably going to do some pendulum, some yes or no questions at the end. Okay. For you, Nisi, wellness, we got Mama Lily who shows up here, as well as the medicine bottles. Okay. Don't do anything that is going to infringe upon your wellness. Don't do anything that is going to interrupt your wellness, your holistic wellness, your mind, your body, or your energy. Okay? Don't do anything that you know is going to disturb that. Because if you disturb one, it's going to disturb the others. If you disturb one, it's going to disturb the others. Okay? You disturb one thing, that thing gonna disturb the others. Okay? So make sure that you are keeping that intact. So your key wisdom is to ask you this question. Ask your own self this question. Is this keeping me well, or is this infringing upon my wellness? Okay? Thank you, Nisi. Okay. Concrete Rose, are you here? Then I got LaQuandra, then Fran. I have Shantae, Lenore, Momo, then Patrice. I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, Michelle, take your time. I thank y'all. Because with the looking at my chat, got it. Thank you. You're so welcome. Is Concrete Rose here? She said she got an appointment at 1, so she may not be here. But I'm gonna do hers anyway. Oh, you're here? Okay, good. I see you. Okay. When I with the money in the account, this the gag, y'all. I love to put in the savings. So my checking will say 0. So if I have a bill come through, it'll put me into the negative. But this is the gag here. You know, I know when my bills come, right? So you can either put the money directly in there, or you could see a charge and, let me send that exact amount to it. But my overdraft fee is if I don't pay it in like 2 days or a day or whatever, right? I'm diligent with, I know what my bills are due. But this is the gag here. If I have it in my savings, if for some reason I need that money because I'm in a situation, I have it all in my savings, so I could go to the bank and pull it out of my savings. Will my checking being negative? Yes. But I will have access to my money at all times. Because we're not going to act like we ain't never had a bill hit that we're like, I'm going to just let that one go. Because I need to use this money here. So I put in the savings because I have access to my coin. Y'all can't usurp it from my savings. And I'll go to my ATM and transfer. Y'all can't usurp it from me. Okay? Okay, Concrete Rose. Then I got LaQuandra next. Y'all can't usurp it from my savings. All right, here we go. Listen, y'all, I love the Concrete Rose. She's everything. Everything. All right, here we go. Y'all know what it is. I love these lives. You do? I'm glad. I am glad. Here we go. The outfit is giving, I felt like giving a little bit of a spiritual lumberjack situation. Denim, denim, denim. I love this denim jacket. Do you hear me? Hold on 1 second. I need to blow my nose. Give me 1 quick second. All right. Here we go. Not a spiritual lumberjack. Yes, I'm the spiritual lumberjack today. All right. Okay, divine source, divine spirit. Please connect me to Nikki's energy. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up. Y'all finna be mad at me. Ah! Y'all, my phone died. Hold up. Wait, I'm cutting it back on. Hold on. Wait. Okay, it's coming back on. Okay, I was like, oh my God. Clock app is like, what happened? Hold on. Let me restart this Nick here real quick. Clock app was like, I know you lying. Oh my God, it cut it off. Oh no, resume. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Hold up. Wait, I gotta put my background up again. Oh my God. Hold on. Y'all gonna see the Mona Lisa right now. Oh my God. Hold up. Okay, we back. Sorry, y'all. My phone died. I said, dear God. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Concrete Rose. Let's start here. Two things here. The spirit shows me bosom. Okay, bear with me. When they show me this bosom, what they're showing me is your feminine energy, your feminine power, and your divine ability to mother. Okay? Mother. All right? In the same way that the breast to the babe is where the babe gets the nutrients and things from. Okay? It is the same way in which you yourself, you are a divine mother in the making, but you are already mothering people, okay? And you need to see yourself in that position, okay? Mothering, okay? And so you may find that people treat you like you they mama, like you're the mama of the friend group. You're the one that everyone comes and gets advice and things from. Okay. But you are a mother. Okay. And so the spirit needs for you to understand that. All right. And so this year, you're really going to be tapping into and revealing that feminine, divine feminine energy. All right. By the way in which you nourish others. But it's important to note that the mother that nourishes the baby, the mother has to be nourished herself, or the milk that she's giving to the child is not full of nutrients, but toxins. Okay? So, because you're going to be stepping really deep into your spiritual prowess, it's very easy to lose yourself, Rose. You're also going to have a community, a spiritual community of your own, that is centered around women. Okay. Um, and you have been in preparation for that. The spirit has been preparing you for that type of leadership. Okay. And so understand that that is something, not necessarily saying that this year you're going to have that fully realized, but understand that that is part of the path that you're heading. You're not getting these breakthroughs, this information, and this insight for you to just hold. Okay. They also tell me that you worry a lot about the path. What's my path? What's my path? Is this the path? Is that the path? What's the path? The spirit shows me a path being cleared like through snow, right? That wasn't there before. Okay. With this being said, as I said to the sister woman earlier, if you don't know where to go, then it's nowhere for you to go yet. Okay. If you don't know what to do, it is because the assignment currently is to stand still. Because a part of my affirmations is that I trust the source, the spirit, my team to give me my instruction when it is time for me to move. So should you. Okay. Don't be concerned about which path. I'm going the right path. I'm going the right direction. What you need to do is made available to you. Okay. Everything comes with a lesson, both the things that we receive as good and the things that we receive as bad. Okay. All things are lessons that God would have me to learn. All things are lessons that the source would have me to learn. Okay. That's, of course, in Miracles. That's the book, but it's just a hard book to read. But anyway, all right. Also, let's see this here. Let's get messages from your. They are wanting me to do the paternal and maternal messages together. Okay. So let's get messages from your maternal and paternal lineage for this year. All right. Let me tell y'all something. I've been seeing this come up a lot. Um, there is need another mod. I gotta go. Okay. Who can I make my mod? Lenore, I'm gonna make you a mod. So there is a proverb here that says, A snake that you can see does not bite. Okay? What this is speaking to, and I need you to understand this, Concrete Rose, and others to understand this. A snake that you can see does not bite speaks to something presenting itself as the problem, but that's not the real problem. This proverb came actually from a dream that I had where I went into my backyard and I could see this snake, this black snake was rising up in my yard at me, and I was worried about that one. Then I heard a whistle and I turned and looked, and there was a snake that was coming at me from my other side. So it's not, and that was a snake that bit me. This snake over here did not bite me. So be mindful. This year, the thing that presents itself as the issue, as the problem, hold your mule, because there's a truth behind that. All right? That being said, don't be quick to make judgments or to take actions on certain problems. Hold your mule, wait and watch, because this here is not the real issue. There is another issue that you cannot see. So if you inject yourself into this problem, into this situation with somebody, you're going to end up done up, because the real thing is over here. And you didn't see that. Okay? So this is for you, Concrete Rose. When people show up and there are disputes, there are problems. It could be your friend or your family member. The Spirit is also leaning this more so to the family member, okay? Where they're telling you, this person did this, da-da-da-da-da. Before you take action, wait and observe. Okay? Because it be that thing over there that's going to come around. To confirm that, the back door came out here twice. The back door, which relates to sneaky and unexpected things. All right? So, quick to watch, slow to move. Quick to watch, slow to move. Okay? But this is the beauty of it. Sometimes we get in our head like, oh my God, I can't believe this. All this stuff is da-da-da-da-da. No, don't fall into that. The Spirit is telling you now so that you are prepared for that. So when this shows up, dang, that's crazy. Okay, all right. But don't you do nothing. Don't you do nothing till the full truth come out. Okay? No, I have LaQuandra, I actually have you next. Okay? So don't look at just the surface. This here, I was just about to invest into a coach. Everything was going well until it wasn't. Mm-hmm. Right. Now, here we go. Also for you, your ancestors, Concrete Rose, wants you to, we have the dice here, upright, which talking about risk taking. This speaks to your nature of playing it safe, right? We understand your caution. We understand all of that, but also you play it so safe, all right? So when it comes to other people in their situations, yes, quick to watch, slow to move. But there's also a thing when it comes to where the Spirit is calling you into, that you will stand still. Okay? And there's a proverb that says, many false steps are made by standing still. Okay? So for the things that the Spirit is calling you to do, don't let doubt win. Okay? Destiny is always stronger than doubt. Don't let the doubt win. Doubt shows up as an obstacle. Okay? So take the risk as it pertains to where the Spirit is leading you to. All right? Don't be given 575 excuses as to why you don't want to do this and what could, da 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 da. For what you know you are called to do, take that risk. Don't let doubt interrupt it, because the difference between the mind and the intuition is the feeling. The mind is when you have the thought about the feeling, and that's you. The feeling is the intuition. The mind gives you a thought about the feeling. So if you have the thought first, it may not be your intuition, but it's the feeling. It's a pull, okay? But when you start thinking about the feeling and then doubt comes in, that's how you know it's the mind. All right? Let's look at what they have to say about your relationships this year. Oh. I always knock this thing back. All right, here we go. We got Chef Vincent here. And when Chef Vincent shows up, this specifically speaks about he's the ancestor of creativity. Okay? The ancestor of creativity. All right? As the ancestor of creativity, he speaks to you perhaps even having to revamp your friend circle, refresh your friend circle. Okay? First time here is everyone in getting individual readings. Yes, Manny. This is they've gotten their I had a list, and so I'm going through my list. Oriana Taylor. Hey, Oriana. All right. Don't be afraid to revamp and redo and refresh and rotate the friendship list around. Okay. We also have Cato upright. All right. So this lets me know that some of the relationships that you will gather are going to be from people that are long distance. Okay. So you may get you some friendships that are long distance, that are from people that are over the internet or something of that later. Okay. Got you. Can I join the list? My list is closed, Manny, right now, but I'm getting ready to, once I'm done, I'm probably going to do some yes or no questions with my pendulum. So you can stick around for that. And so be open to your relationships and friendships coming from places that you don't necessarily live. Yeah, currently revamping right now. Right. Okay. And so, yeah, I see friendships being formed with people that are long distance. Hey, Tawanda Vision. Hey. All right. Let's go ahead and give you a message on your finances and then the wisdom of the year for you, Concrete Rose. Finances. All right. Concrete Rose, wherever the business idea or something that you do, you create or you make, whatever that is, you want to pursue that. We got Edward Bias here, okay? Which he's the ancestor of business, okay? So you want to pursue that because you're going to get some extra funds from that, okay? Extra funds from it, extra funds. So you want to lean into that direction, okay? And also, yeah, this is going to be a good financial year for you. Okay. The spirit wants to warn against wants you to warn against paying money to go on trips. Okay, they warn against that because they're telling me that you'll go on a trip, you'll fly somewhere or something, and then things are going to end up costing much more than you realize. Okay, so this may not be the time to go across the country. Okay, in the state perhaps, but this may not be a time to go across the country. And if you do, just expect for you to end up having to spend more money than you thought you would. Okay. Lastly, wisdom for the year. Spirit, what is the wisdom you have for the year for Turkey Rose? We're enjoying these readings, Lord ourselves. Okay. The wisdom for the year, you got the magnifying glass. The magnifying glass. And the tree house, which speaks to the inner child. So the wisdom of the year is you and your inner child are going to be best friends. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Okay. And she is going to be giving you so much more clarity and so much more insight than you have previously realized. Okay, so you want to go ahead and lean into that. Lean all the way into the what? Inner child work. All right. And listen to your inner child. That is also directly placed in the sacral chakra. Okay. So that sacral chakra work, all of that's going to go all together. I want you to look at your childhood. Get your notebook out and write everything that you remember about your childhood experience, the relationship with your parents, who your parents were to you, the relationship with your siblings, and take a deep dive into what those things mean and how that has molded who you are today. And you're going to find that that's going to give you so much clarity and understanding, and also provide a pathway to, let me not use forgiveness, release. Okay, to releasing. Okay, Concrete Rose. Thank you. I got LaQuandra here, and then I got Fran. LaQuandra, Fran, Shantae, Lenora, Momo, then Patrice. Okay. LaQuandra. Are you here, LaQuandra? The sun will come up tomorrow. You're here. Yeah. All right, LaQuandra. Divine source, divine spirit, connect with LaQuandra's energy. Please allow me to see. Okay, LaQuandra, let's look at this. First thing that the spirit kept showing me was your throat chakra. Okay. And how there is a lock on your throat chakra. Okay. There's an imbalance of energy in the throat chakra. The throat chakra, LaQuandra, is your communication center. All right. When the communication center is thrown off, that's your ears, nose, and your throat. Ears, nose, and throat. When that is thrown off, different things occur. One, you may not feel as though you're heard from others. All right. Which causes you to over express and over emote. And sometimes your communication can come across hard and harsh and too strong. Or there are things that because you don't feel as though you're being heard, you don't say anything at all. Okay. And so we want to put energy into the throat chakra. We want to do it by way of throat chakra affirmations, of meditations. Oh, yes, I have had people tell me that. Right. Okay, but also getting down to the root of it, which is when was the first time that you were unheard? Because that's at the root. You have to heal that thought about that experience. Okay? If you do not, you can expect to have issues with the ENT. So this is sinus infection, this is sore throat, this is laryngitis, this is tonsillitis. Okay? This is issues with the ear canal. Okay, you can expect to have issues here, allergies, constant allergies. Okay, which may even affect the vision. Okay, so you can expect that. So get down to the root of when it was that you were first unheard and you felt that. And so then that has made you over communicate. Okay, and in a way in which that people are unable to receive it. Okay, let's look at messages from your maternal and paternal lineage. Some messages from y'all had to bust me upside my head. They did not have to bust me upside my head. So, message from your ancestors. The tree house, which is inner child work. This is directly linked to what it was that I was just talking about. All right. So, what you can do is focus on your throat chakra as well as your sacral chakra. Okay. Both the throat chakra and the sacral chakra all are connected to the inner child. Okay. So you want to work on that. They want you to focus on that, and that's going to give you a lot of freedom and healing and reconciling. All right. Let me tell y'all something. When y'all are doing this inner child work, tell the full truth. Tell the full truth, even about the people that you love. Tell the full truth. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't try to find an excuse or reason around it. You got to tell the full truth, because the healing does not happen in the midst of the lie. It don't happen that way. So you got to tell the full truth. All right? We also have the garden here for you as well. So this means, LaQuandra, you want to look at your earth placements. Again, the earth placements is the Capricorn, it is the Taurus, and it is the Virgo. All right? You want to look at those placements. excuse me. You want to look at those placements, all right? Because this right here is where all the growth is going to happen. All right. They want you to have a heavy focus on your earth placements. Okay. This is partly because I'm a Virgo. Okay. And that's why. Okay. You're a Virgo. Pull up your full natal chart though and look at where you have any other earth placements and really study those because that's where your breakthroughs and your challenges are going to be at this year. Okay. But this year is going to be an immense amount of growing. Okay. And I want you to do a record keep of how you are, how you feel this month. You could even do it month to month. So when you get to December, you can look back at this month and see how far you've grown since January. Okay? That being said now, they also have the back door, which shows up here in reverse though. So this for me is, you're going to have to get together this aspect of you that prepares for the worst outcome all the time. Everybody doesn't have ulterior motives. Everybody's not trying to get you. Okay? And so you can find yourself being untrusting from your past experiences and expecting the worst from others. Okay? Q said, yes, I'm like that. Everybody's not trying to get you. But see, this is the thing. Because you are expecting that, people feel that. Okay? So you come across in an abrasive way at times because you are expecting people to try to play you. Okay? You have entered in with your defenses up. All right? And so you don't want to do that. We want to turn that energy around. We want to turn it around. All right, because everybody's not trying to get you. Okay? They're not. And so, when people say pray for the best, plan for the worst, I actually want you to plan for the best, and pray for the worst. Because if you're planning for the best, that means that you are putting effort and energy into the best outcome. When we say we're going to pray for the best, we're just going to say, well, hope it work out. That's your prayer. And energy flows where the attention goes. Okay? So we want to get out of that. Not everybody's trying to get you. Okay? They're not trying to get you. But that's the reason why we want to work on the sacral chakra, the inner child, and want to work on that throat chakra because there's an origin to all of these difficulties. Okay? Let's look at your relationships this year. Okay. So, are you currently in a relationship? Because what I see is the wedding rings here, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean marriage in that way, but what it means is a strengthening of commitment. So if you're not in a relationship, you are in a relationship, okay, good. So you can expect that the commitment, there's going to be some renewal. We got the river here, some renewal and some rebirthing, revitalization of the relationships, okay? And some stronger commitments, clearer commitments. So we got clarity, more clarity and betterment in the relationship sector, okay? This is definitely linked romantically. But also, there's also some friendships that are going to come in, and you're going to have some more commitments in those friendships, okay? And let that also be the test. Broken commitments, that's a problem, okay? If they're showing up to you, they say they do one thing, they're going to do one thing, they do another. That's a problem. And that's a telltale sign. But you have an energy of renewal and rebirth and commitment here, okay, this year. Okay? So pay attention to that. Pay attention to those people that can't keep their word. That'll be an indication of those that you need to ease on down the road. Okay? Let's look at some information on your finances for this year. Spirit, what do we have for the finances? Care about her a lot. Good, good, good. All right. So for the finances, let's start here. We got Daddy T, who's the ancestor of protection in reverse, which means you need to do some protection work specifically surrounding the finances, because there's an energetic, I don't want to say it like this and make you, there's some opposition and energy coming up for this year. Yes, Oriana. There's some opposition coming up to the finance, coming against the finances this year. Okay, so you want to do some protection work for your money. Okay, protection work for your coins. All right, you want to do protection work for your money. Okay, man, I feel that way. All right, that's why Daddy T's in reverse, which lets me know that your money, your funds are not secured. You haven't done any protection work over your finances. All right. So there's several ways to do that. If you want to book a root working consultation, you can do that. But if you want to do it yourself, you can do it yourself. You know, you can do it. Just do it though. Okay. You need to have protection over your finances. All right. Because clearly they're under attack. Okay. So that's not something you was making up in your head. Every time I have extra things start happening. Yep. That's an energy. All right. So you want to protect your funds, protect your money. Let's get you some information as pertains to the wisdom that the ancestors want you to hold and keep and carry for this year. All right. So, boom. We got the mailbox here. All right. So, with this mailbox coming up here, the spirit wants you to be open to receiving new information. Okay? Be open to receiving new information. All right? And be willing to receive the new information and act within that new information. So there's a lot of your perspectives and things that's going to change this year, where you would normally say, I'll never do that. I'll never be that person. Well, all that's going to be tested. All right. So they want you to be open to having a new experience of yourself. All right. And seeing a newness. Be open, be willing. Make that a part of your affirmations. I'm willing to accept something new. I'm willing to accept new information. I'm willing to remain optimistic. Okay. And also the wedding rings come out again, as to say, you cannot expect others to be committed to you when you are not committed to yourself. All right. Do you follow through with your own commitment? Do you follow through with what you said you was going to do for you? If the answer to that is no, then that is also why that has been your experience with others, okay, and with things outside of yourself, okay? Remember, I cannot ask for commitment from other people or for other things, and I'm not committed to myself. All right, Q? Thank you, Q. I have Fran now. Fran, then Shantae, then Lenore, then Momo, then Patrice. Okay, Fran, are you here, Fran? I didn't even see this new stuff. TikTok keep pausing. Oh, okay. Thank you for the new sub. I appreciate you. Where was Fran at? I thought Fran was on YouTube. Fran, are you here, Fran? I see you, boo. I don't know if it's delayed or not. Hold on one second. Fran isn't here. Okay, I'm gonna come back to Fran. Shantae, are you here, Shantae? Oh, Fran is here. Never mind. I see you, Fran. First, I was like, girl, Fran done ran off. All right, Fran, here we go, Fran. All right. Divine source, divine spirit. Connect me to friends' energy. Okay, friend. Here we go. First and foremost, the spirit, I don't even know what you would call this. Was that like it's like a windmill or something? So the spirit was showing me this windmill that was powering all of these different spaces and homes and things of that nature. So first and foremost, what you need to know is that you are powerful, okay? And I think that you continue to doubt your power for whatever reason. All right. And you continue to play your what self? Stop playing yourself. Okay. Stop playing yourself. This should be the year where you don't play. Oh, it was a bird in the window, child. I thought there was something in here rattling and moving around. Was going to have a category 10 problem. Okay. And I do mean a category 10. And now I'm back. That being said, friend, they want you to be very mindful for how much energy you're giving out. All right. Because you really take the time in your life to empower others, to root for others, to be behind others, friend. And then when it comes time for the energy to be working for you, you don't have the energy to do those things. You do not have the energy to do those things. All right? Oh my God. Fran says, no, I'm here. Oh yeah, Fran, you're just delayed, boo. Fran is way back. Hey, Jax. All right? So be mindful of the ways in which you send out energies to others and have no energy for your own self. Okay? And you're so well meaning. You mean to do good. You are doing well, doing good for others. All of that. But the reality is, at the same time, you cannot love others to your own detriment. Please tell me why when you was talking about my wisdom, my phone went dead. Go to me on YouTube and you can rewind. You can rewind. Q. Go to my YouTube. It's Darcel Andre on YouTube. You can rewind and catch that. Okay. All right, friend. Let's go ahead and get messages from your ancestors here. No problem. Thank you, Q. One thing that these cards gonna stop doing is knocking me upside my head. All right, friend. Here comes that message again. All monkeys can't hang on the same branch. All monkeys can't hang on the same branch. All monkeys can't hang on the same branch. All monkeys can't hang on the branch. And as I told Sister Woman Naquazi earlier, you are the branch. And this is all in connection to you pouring that energy out, giving that energy. The monkeys can't hang on the branch because the branch will break. All right? And so I need you to be very aware of the individuals that are hanging on you. All right? And not supporting you as well. Your ancestors also want you to know that there's a lot of good information, a lot of good news that's coming to you this year. Okay? Lots of good news. Good news, good news, good news that's coming to you. All right. And so because that is the case, friend, it's stuff that also that I don't know what you've been waiting on. Um, I I don't know if this is some money or something tied to contract or paperwork or something like that, but it's a lot of good news from paperwork, money, or agreements like that. Okay, good news, good information, good things coming to you this year. All right, that's your karma, goodness. Okay, so understand that they want you to be prepared to receive good news. But also, friend, we got the toothbrush here. Your ancestors are focusing on your negative self-talk. Some of y'all, like, I don't say anything, but you think it, and your internal environment projects to your external environment. Please stop being hypercritical of yourself and judgmental of yourself, friend. All right? Speak positive. Think positive. Again, internal environment projects to the external environment. Think and be positive. All right? Mm-hmm. Because the tongue is a powerful manifester. Okay? And this also is speaking to your air sign qualities. Air sign is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay? So I want you to look at those placements in your natal chart and focus your energy there. Let's see what the spirit has to say about your relationships for this year. Hit me upside the head again. Hit me upside the head again. Again. All right. Same thing. Let me tell y'all something. The people is on it has the betrayal spirit. But this is going to be different. We have the proverb here, friend, which we said earlier. Do you help interpret natal charts? Yes, I actually have a service where I explain where I'll do like your full natal chart, explain all the different things that it means, so forth and so on. If you go to the link in my bio, you can get that. And we can I'll do that for you. Then we'll have a session where I explain all of the things to you. So you have it in written form and then you'll have it in session. Okay. With the snake here, a snake that you can see does not bite. All right. So remember, when we talk about this, the snake that you can see, right? That's not the snake you need to worry about. Okay. The snake that you need to worry about is the one that you don't see. To clarify, the spirit brought the butcher knife in reverse. So the greatest betrayal that you receive is the betrayal that you enact upon yourself. Okay? The greatest betrayal you will receive this year is the betrayal you enact upon yourself. When you know better and still do the opposite. That's where the betrayal come in. The betrayal you do against yourself. Okay? Thank you for the follow. Okay? That's what your ancestors want you to focus on as it pertains to your relationships. In addition to that, the more you betray yourself, the more healing work you'll have to do. All right? And your self-betrayal normally comes because you go against your knowing. You out here preaching today. Come on. All right? That's the message here about the relationships. Let's look at a message about the finances. Let's say about the finances for this year. All right. There's going to be an investment opportunity. Some people are going to be like, oh, girl, listen, this new thing, so-and-so putting money towards this, putting money. And you're going to be tempted to put money towards it. The spirit is telling you, don't do it, Miss Seeley. It ain't worth it. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. It ain't worth it. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. Why? The proverb comes out. Following everyone, the boy jumped off the bridge. Don't do it. Following everyone, the boy jumped off the bridge with the back door, which speaks to sneaky and unexpected. My goodness. Sneaky and unexpected things occurring that you don't see. This is the back door. So this is stuff that happens outside of your awareness, that sneaks in, that's around the corner, that's on the back end. All right? Hold your pocketbook. Wait to see how the things pan out, and you'll be glad that you didn't follow the crowd as it pertains to the finances. All right? Lastly, let's get a message for the wisdom for you for this year. All right. The wisdom for you is to keep your spiritual hygiene up. So you need to keep you with a spiritual bath. You need to keep you with incense, which are cleanses. Keep your spiritual hygiene up. Keep that consistent. Okay. If you need to develop a spiritual hygiene practice, book a spiritual coaching session, and we can do that. We also have Cato here, who's the ancestor of travel. Okay. When we have good old Cato Tippin here, this speaks to being willing to expand your horizon, right? Being willing to go further into some of the things that you've learned about or some of the things you want to do. Being willing to go further, being willing to go deeper. This may also require you to travel, okay, in order to go further. Be willing to do that. Be willing to travel. Be willing to go further. All right. Oh, just the vibe. I love you back. Thank you for that. How have you been doing? We got to do a joint live one of these days. All right, friend. Thank you, friend. Be willing to go further through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. All right. Thank you, Fran. Join the reset. It's long overdue. Yes. It is. It is. Shantae. Are you here, Shantae? After Shantae, we have Lenore, Momo, then Patrice. All right, Shantae, here we go. Mm, mm, mm. I was just about to say, you don't even have to call me. Oh, why? Why is that, Shantae? Here we go. Let me say my prayer. We'll get started. Hey, everybody. Hey, Diesel. Hey, hey. Hope y'all are doing well. Okay, divine source, divine spirit. I'm gonna go ahead and connect with Shantae's energy. Okay, Shantae, here we go. The first thing that the spirit showed me, Shantae, was a beautiful bow. And so when I see this bow, this is an indication to me of something that is nicely presented, pretty wrapped, you know. But that's a presentation. So I want you to be very mindful in the ways in which you appear as though everything is okay or that you have things all together. And I want you to know that that doesn't help you. That does a disservice to the truth. And the truth is, you're going through some things. The truth is, you're going through some things, okay? And that's where you can actually get help. Um, um, so take that pressure off of you that you have to present yourself in a certain way. Take that pressure off. Okay? Don't keep thinking that you got to show up on point and problem free all the time. Take that pressure off. Okay? She says, "Yeah, I know." Okay. Good. Good, good, cuz that doesn't help you. All right. Here we go. Hey, Yvonne. Is that Yvonne? Hi, Yvonne. Yeah, I can't. They won't let me leave this plague of appearances alone. Okay, Sean, because they keep showing me like you really be, and then you really present yourself like everything's good and everything's okay. But the reality is, Sean, is that just don't be the truth. I need you to examine who you learned that from. Who did you learn that from to put on? I put on for my city, on for my, sorry. Who did you learn that from? Okay. And when you get down to who you learned that from, I want you to heal that thought. You don't always have to present as if everything's okay. And you don't always have to be okay, Sean. And I feel like that's the real reason why you present yourself in that way. You and this is another thing. So the spirit is showing me you not wanting to feel burdensome to others. Okay. And so you will be like the last one that people have to worry about, and always having to be that person that people you don't want to be the one that people have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And so you present yourself as though everything is okay, and then turn around and feel unsupported. Well, we also didn't tell anybody anything. We didn't express anything to anybody, okay? So do the work to deal with that, okay? Following that, we have, let's get a message here from the ancestors for you, okay, for this upcoming year. But yeah, this is going to be the last year of all of that, okay, because that's not, your power doesn't come from the front, okay? Your power comes from the from the grounding, okay, from that certainty, okay? That's where the power comes from. And we know that this is the family because we have the inner child work that comes here, the tree house. Okay. So this is where your healing needs to go. Focus on all things sacral chakra related. That's the inner child. That's where your emotions are. Okay. That's also your creative, your birthing center. Okay. So you want to focus on that. Okay. And heal the thought. Go back to the experience and heal the thought. Because that's what we really need to do, y'all. We got to heal the thought. When we can heal the thought, everything else comes. Heal the thought, heal the thought, heal the thought. Okay? Heal that. I also need for you to get to some moving water. I want you to set yourself a spiritual day, plan it, and I need you to take your cares, take your burdens, take your worries to the moving water, to a river, to somewhere there's moving water where you can get in that water and release it in that water and let the water take that away. All right? Get your Google on, look for the trips, look for the locations, do what you need to do. But the spirit is saying you need to get to some moving water. All right? Where are your water placements at, Sean? Water placement is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. I knew you was gonna say that. Oh, you did? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Where's your water placements at? Just so y'all know, y'all can watch the replay again on my YouTube, because I am live on YouTube. Cancer Sun. Got it. Got it. And I heart you, so thank you for your service. Thank you. I appreciate that. I received that. Okay. And your Pluto. Hear what I'm saying. What's your Pluto? You have your Cancers in Pluto? You have a Cancer Sun, and do you have a Cancer Pluto? I'm asking for clarification. Whoever just joined the live for all these, the emblem, the evil eye emblem, that just took me out. You got Scorpio and Pluto. All right. So the spirit wants you to look at these water placements here, because Pluto is making a huge shift to Aquarius, okay? Which is bringing about a huge change and transformation and rebirth. That's the reason why the spirit was just telling me you need to get to the water, get to moving water, all right? To cast the cares, to bring that renewal, to bring that transformation, okay? Because of those placements. So I want you to read upon your Pluto placement in Scorpio. Read upon what that's going to do to you when Pluto moves into Aquarius. All right. That's where a lot of the breakthrough, the clarity, and all of that is going to come from. And the release is going to come from. Let's look at the relationships. Ooh. Let's go to the relationships. All right. Dear God. So with the relationships, the spirit and your Cancers in Mercury. I got you. All those placements. With the relationships, the spirit brings the dice, okay? Which means risk taking. So being willing to gain new friends, gain new people. Hey, Coco. Hey, Battle. Hey. Being willing to gain new friends, new connections, getting out of the same old. All right. Take a risk, do something different, do something new. All right. Especially as it pertains to the relationship sector of your life. All right. There's also a proverb here that says, the bread you have is worth more than the fish you don't, but this comes in reverse. Okay. So that means come out of your, I'm gonna stay in this group of people. Come out of that closet. Loose that closet door. Come out of there. All right. The spirit wants you to connect with more people, to have more experiences, get some more variety to your life. I do need new friends. Yes, you do. New friends. And trust that the spirit is going to bring to you the friends that you need. Trust that. Trust it. Trust that. Trust that. All right. Now, here we go. Boom. The balloon celebration. Don't keep friendships that don't celebrate you back. So you celebrate people, you encourage the people you uplift them, but they don't ever celebrate, encourage, or uplift you. No. That is a no. That friendship has to go. That is a no. That is a no. That's not equally yoked. Okay? Same thing in romantic relationships. Do they love back on you? Do they celebrate back to you? Or are you the one that's always encouraging and lifting them up? What is the truth? What is the truth? Let's see what the Spirit has to say about your finances for this year. Ooh. All right, with the finances. Organization, planning, budgeting with Grandma Arizona here. That is the T. That's what the focus needs to be. Your success is going to come with your planning. That's going to bring the success, excuse me. Your planning. If you don't have it organized, you might as well get somebody else to do it. Okay? Your success is going to come with your planning. Okay? So get organized. Look at your money. Keep that in your mind. Okay? All right? That's where it comes with. Get the budget together, get organized, and all of it's going to fall exactly where it needs to fall. Okay? We got Aunt Effie here, which shows up upright. And so when Aunt Effie shows up here, this specifically is coming to speak to you're having to kind of, boss up on a few people about your funds. So you may have to, argue a little bit to make sure people are giving you the funds that you deserve. All right. This is either folks paying you back, folks paying you appropriately, right? And people who may be charging you too much with certain bills and certain things. Okay. So prepare to get vocal about that, because it's really about you taking control of your funds, taking control of your finances. Okay. Let's look here at the wisdom for you for this year. What is the wisdom spirit that we have? When I tell you, it's so wild to me that this keeps coming up. We got the wedding rings here, which is commitment. If you say you're going to do it, then you need to do it. All right? If you say you're going to do it, then do it. But the moment that you break a commitment with yourself, you have betrayed yourself. And the moment that someone breaks a commitment with you, they have betrayed you. Okay? So this commitment thing matters. All of this matters. Okay? Thank you, Shantae. All right, Lenore. All right. Then I got Momo, then Patrice. All right, Lenore. Let's say my prayer, and we'll get started here. Okay, divine source connecting me to Lenore's energy. Okay, Lenore, let's look at this. The Spirit says very clearly, take the costumes off. Take the costumes off. They're showing me these clothes, right? These clothes that you wear. But this is representative of you still presenting or performing in a way that makes others comfortable. This is tied to the family, all right? And the Spirit is saying these clothes no longer fit, okay? It no longer fits. And so you're going to be done completely with the costumes this year, okay? It no longer fits. You can't play these roles anymore, okay, for the family. Can't play these roles. All right, you have been playing these roles for a very long time. Can't play them no more. You did everything you could. Okay? Cannot play these roles to your own detriment. It simply cannot happen. All right? And that's going to come to an end. So, the people are either going to have to accept the fullness of you or they won't be accepting any of you. That's it. And if you cannot be in your full self in conjunction with another person, then that means that that just can't be a connection that you can uphold in a consistent close proximity base. All right? But there's a lot of opinions from wayward people that has too much of an influence on you. All right? And so the Spirit literally is showing someone with a bin taking clothes and burning these clothes. All right? Because we're no longer keeping keeping appearances. We're not doing that. We're not going to appear in a way that makes you comfortable. Okay? We're not going to appear in a way that does that. That has come to an end. Okay? Let me see. So a while ago, there was a recipe that was given for a head cleanse. All right. You need to make sure you make that a consistent thing for you. I've said it on in the classes or in a Patreon before. All right. You want to make sure that that is something that you do consistently, because the way your mind is set up, you need all the constant support that you can get. Okay. But the spirit wants you to make that as a consistent thing that you do. All right. To clear that clutter, clear the debris, so forth and so on. Okay. Do that consistently for this year. Let's get a message from your ancestors about this year, both the paternal and the maternal ancestors. All right, so let's look at this. We got the gumbo pot here, right? The gumbo pot comes here to speak to exactly what I was talking about these wayward people having their hands in the pot, okay, having their opinions in the pot, having too much influence and things over you, all right? Get out of my kitchen, okay? Get out. Get out of my what kitchen? Now, that's done. This year, we're not doing that, all right? The ancestors support you in that. And if it's a family member that you got to cut off, your ancestors not going to be mad because they know how they are. Okay? All right. All right? Can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. Can't have too many hands in the pot. Dear God. In addition to that, we got Mama Lily here as the ancestor of healing. All right? Cannot heal from wounds in the presence of the person or the people that have inflicted said wounds. I repeat, cannot heal. You cannot heal being around, connected to, invested in the person that caused said wound or said pain or said hurt. Okay? Which is why can't have all these cooks in the kitchen. You the one that messed up the food in the first place. So you have to look at how much energy you are pouring into the people you need to heal from. How much energy are you pouring into the people you need to heal from? Because that's doing nothing but creating more things to heal from. Okay? Let's get a message on your relationships. Too much, right? Message on the relationships. So the first thing we have here, well, a couple of things here. We got Arizona, who's the ancestor of order and organization, okay? This speaks to balance. The relationships must yield a level of balance. Balance, 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 balance. Okay? If it's not balanced, you are going to fall into a space of overgiving, feeling drained, and ultimately betrayal. Okay? Balance. Has to be a balance here. All right? Can't be giving, not receiving. And also be real with yourself if you are pulling and taking and pulling and not giving. Okay? But balance is going to be the key. Check your relationships with yourself, with your children, with your partner, with your family, with your friends, and say, is there a balance here? Do I feel balanced? And check in with them. Do you feel as though that we have an equitable relationship? Okay, that is balanced. If they don't feel that, take what's necessary and make your said adjustments, and also communicate that too. You got the haunted house, okay? The living dead. What ghosts are haunting you within these relationships? What is the spirit that refuses to move on? And what do you need to do to reconcile that? But we have got to come to an end with being haunted by these relationships, family ships, family connections. Part of the reason why the ghost still haunts you is because that ghost is still welcomed. Dear God, dear God. Okay. My head busted. Okay, so check that. It's the key changes for me. Okay. Check that. Let's get a message on your finances. All right. The spirit wants you to invest your money this year. Trust your spirit. There's going to be some opportunities for you to put your money into certain investments and things. And trust your intuition, trust your spirit to lead you that way. But the spirit wants to clarify that these are good risks. Okay? These are good risks with good outcomes. Because we have the garden here, which speaks to growth and seeds, growth and development, abundance. Okay? Abundance. So if you have a discussion like, yeah, I'm thinking about putting my money and investing into this, right? It's going to be positive. Okay? Growth, 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 growth. Also, we've talked about the earth placements. This is for everybody. Work with that earth placements as it pertains to abundance. Work with plants, work with the ground, work with the trees, work with all of it. All right? To bring forth that energy of abundance. All right? Good. I would have been swallowed up. Listen, that's the ghost that's haunting me, TD Jakes. Let's get you some wisdom for this year. We got to lose that TD Jakes spirit. Here we go. Your thoughts are not their thoughts. Don't project your thoughts to others, and don't pretend like you know the thoughts of others. Don't project. Don't pretend. Don't pretend you already know what somebody's thinking. Ask them. Okay? I already know what they're going to say. I already know this. I already know. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's called paranoia. That's called paranoia. Don't project your thoughts onto others, your worries and your concern onto others. All right. In particular, the children. Don't project that. Don't project your worries, your woes onto the children. Don't think that the children think certain things. You don't know what the children think because you ain't asked the children. Okay? Don't be like, they must think this of me or think this about what's going on. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't project your thoughts. All right? Because that just leads to confusion. And we're here for the year 2024 being a year of what? Clarity. Okay? Thank you, Lenore. I got Momo. Then I got Patrice. Momo, are you here? First of all, thank y'all for waiting so long. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the world and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. If you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see. I see you, Essential T. Thank you. Give a beat from me, and a card attached would say, thank you for being friend. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Divine Source, Divine Spirit, we're here. Let's connect with her energy, please. Okay. I'm at work. You're making the time fly by. Good. Okay, let's look at this. So the first thing that the spirit's showing me, it's interesting. You know that game, air hockey? But there's a strategy to playing air hockey where you just kind of hold your hockey thing over like your goal or whatever, and so you can block. I don't know why the spirit got to show me stuff like this, but what this is a message for is the walls that you have up, Essential T. Your defense mechanisms that you have up. When I tell you nothing is getting past you, I mean nothing. Okay? And you have wired that in a specific way. You have that for a reason. All right? However, there's a difference between a boundary and a barrier. Did y'all catch that? There's a difference between having boundaries and having barriers. All right? There's a difference here. And I feel, sense, and see that you have more barriers than you have boundaries, okay? And so I want you to be very mindful of that. Very mindful of your defense mechanisms because you don't really cut that off. You stay in that space, okay? And with the barrier is not letting anything through. The barriers be like, no, nothing's getting through. You should have got through when you had the chance or the opportunity. You're not getting through. It's over. Okay. And so that also brings about blockages with the things that are actually good for us and well for us and that we deserve. Okay. So we don't have to stay in the defense mode, even by way of sometimes we fall into defense mode because we're expecting something to happen. Right. And so we just stay ready. What do people say? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. All right. Okay. So let's look at the message for your ancestors for this upcoming year. All right. So what we have here for you is we got the mailbox here. All right. Which means that this is going to be a year of good news. What in the Evelyn's going on here? Don't you bring me no bad news. All right. This is going to be a year of good news for you. All right. Lots of good news, lot of good information, goodness coming in. Okay. Lord knows you've had years of bad news, but this is good news that's coming forward here. All right. In addition to that, the Spirit wants you to stay encouraged, to stay independent. All right. Stay encouraged to do your own thing. All right. Because the proverb comes up here that following everyone, the boy jumped off the bridge. So stay encouraged to be solo dolo. Okay. Stay encouraged to do things the way you want to do them. Okay. Because it is through this, do you keep yourself well? Do you keep yourself safe? Okay. And see, hold up, there she go. That's why I stay ready. So we got to balance that out. Okay. We also have the front porch here in reverse. Okay. Go for the things that you want to do. Don't just sit there and look and watch and see other people do it. Okay. Sometimes we could be too cautious and too still. Okay. That we literally don't move. We don't do anything at all. That's not it. This is the year of action in particular for you and to your vision. You got to do it. Again, I said with this number 8, this is manifestation. Okay. So you want to go forth and lean forward into it. No more watching other people having the things you know that the Spirit is calling you to have. Okay. And you're mimicking my look out here in these streets. You know, they say I'm influential. All right. Let's look at what the Spirit has to say about your relationships for this year. First and foremost, we got the ancestor altar that comes up here. Do you have yourself an ancestor altar up, and do you work with your ancestors? You do? Good. Very good. So you're going to have a stronger connection and relationship with your ancestors than you have before. All right? I want you to be willing to expand how they show up to you. All right. Spend time with your ancestors and come up with a language, a communication. Ancestors, if I'm doing the right thing, send me this sign. Send me a dove. If I'm doing the right thing. Ancestors, if I need to rethink some things, show me 222. Ancestors, if I need to take off running because it's a dangerous situation, show me that. You understand? Create that language so you can hear clearly and clearly decipher and determine the ancestor information. And y'all can do that. You can. Oh, I was finna we finna have a situation again. Anyways, I was like, what's that noise? Y'all know the blacks, we stop. Halt all things. We finna have a category 10 problem. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You can establish that conversation with your ancestors, that language with your ancestors. They want you to get the information, so please communicate them a way in which you can receive it. Okay? Don't you like, they my ancestors, should they just know? Yeah, but that takes you out of the equation. That takes the work away from you. You don't got to do nothing. And their ancestors, what to teach you to say? Ancestors don't need the grades you do. They already lived this life. Let's look here at a message on your finances here for this year. Oh, also for your relationships, we have a proverb: the bread you have is worth more than the fish you don't. Honor, respect, and value the relationships you currently have in your life. The ones that you don't have, they will come. All right. But the bread you have is more valuable because it's already in your hand. All right. Now, as pertains to your finances, we have a spirit of all over the place with the gumbo pot, all over the place. All right. We want to hone that in this year. Stay very focused on your budget. Look at your funds because I see that they can get really out of control, in particular, early this year. Okay. We also have Mama Lily here, which means that the financial issues are going to be healed. So any issues that you may come across or any issues that you may be struggling with financially, you're going to see that rectified through your working with your ancestors, right? And them giving you guidance and the instruction on things to do. We also have the garden here. So you can expect you to have financial increase this year. But again, it's the relationship with your ancestors, the communication with your ancestors, and they're going to help guide you in the path that you should go with that. Let's get you some wisdom for the year. The wisdom for the year is the mailbox again. All right. And what this is speaking to is good things coming into you, good information. But the wisdom here is you will get what you expect. So you expect problems, you expect issues, that's what you will get. Because that's what you will manifest. All right. So shift your expectation. Shift what you expect to receive from an experience, and you will get what is needed for your wellness and for your abundance. Okay? This comes from an energetic place and also from a space of mental wellness, right? If you go into a party expecting to not have a good time, expecting for there to be people there that talk about you, then you are going to go in no matter what anybody says. Your mind is already it's already fixed to have a certain experience. So it don't matter if the people was really mad at you, really talking about you or not. That's what you're going to receive. So that's the wisdom. You will get what you expect. If you don't like what you're getting, alter the expectation. Okay? Thank you, Essentially T or Essential T. Okay? Good, 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 good. You are welcome. I have Patrice. Patrice. Patrice, are you here, Patrice? I think Patrice is on YouTube. I think Patrice is on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and do hers. If she's not here, she can rewind it. All right. Divine Source, Divine Spirit, connecting with Patrice's energy. Okay, Patrice. Two things that the Spirit is showing me. Horns like that belong to like a ram or a goat. And then they're showing me an elephant. So when I see these two signs, one, the Spirit is really wanting you to work on your stubbornness. All right. All right. They want you to work on your stubbornness and not the good stubbornness. All right. The stubbornness where you ain't changing your mind when you should. Okay. All right. Sometimes you have to be willing to adapt, willing to shift course. Okay. Willing to do that. Okay. Also, look in your chart for if you have any Capricorn placement, because this year that's where some of the challenges and the breakthroughs are going to come from. We have the elephant here. When the Spirit is showing me the elephant, they're highlighting the memory ability of the elephant. Okay. And with that memory ability, the Spirit is saying that there are some things that you hold on to and you hold on to for a very long time. Okay, Patrice? And sometimes it could wear you out. I see, Patrice. I see you here. It's just delayed. Okay? So let's normalize clearing the thoughts that are beneficial to us and maintaining the thoughts. Clearing the thoughts that aren't beneficial to us and maintaining the thoughts that are. Okay? Ram and elephant. So don't be surprised if you see those symbols or those animals in various ways throughout this year. That's a reminder. Okay? What's the message that we have for from Patrice's ancestors? Here we go, Patrice. First message is a proverb. We are what our thinking makes us. We are what our thinking makes us. Okay? We are what our thinking makes us. Your ancestors, this ties into the ram energy. This ties into the elephant energy. Whatever you're set up like in here, that's what you will become. So for you, this year is going to be about mastering the thought, mastering the mind. All right? And understanding that you have full control over that experience. All right? Master the mind. We also have the balloon here, which speaks to celebration. And so this is going to be a good year for you. There's going to be a lot of things to celebrate for instead of weep for. Okay? But this hinges on your perspective. So make sure you keep your perspective high and well. Keep your perspective well and in good shape, because the moment your perspective skew, everything else is going to go down the drain. You have another proverb that says, the older tongue has a more seasoned palate. This is an indication that there's going to be older people or people who are more experienced than you in certain areas that are going to come and pour into your life and give you some wisdom, some things to live by, some advice, so forth and so on. Okay? So keep your ears and eyes and energy open to wisdom. All right? Let's get a message here on your relationships for this year, Patrice. When I tell y'all, it's the same. The wedding rings come up here again in reverse. So with these wedding rings in reverse, hold on, back to X. I can't forget the past we had. This is what I'll say on that. This shows a lack of commitment. And so in your relationships, when you see that lack of commitment, halt. Go no further. When you see that lack of commitment, halt and go no further. The wedding rings and the stop sign. Halt. We have come to the end of the road. If it's this relationship with your ex that you're talking about, or it's a friendship, halt. Go no further. Because, my God, if you do, you ain't gonna have no bread or no fish. Okay? Halt. Stop. All right? Don't betray yourself again. Okay? Let's look at your finances. All right. Same thing for you. Grandma Arizona, I'm telling y'all, these themes be running together because the energy of the year is the same. Order, structure, organize, budget. That is the T. Organize, structure, order, budget. That's the key to your financial success. Because when you don't keep track of your money, you instantly fall into betrayal. And we got this proverb that says a chameleon looks in all directions before moving, which is in reverse. Okay? All right? And so, with that being said, don't let your lack of organization cause you to self-sabotage. Okay? And miss the things you need to see financially. Get your budget together. Let's look at the wisdom for you for the year. What's the wisdom that we have for Patrice for the year? We have the dice in reverse. Don't take risks. I feel like a spade player. You know when the spade player put it like this underneath in front of their glasses or behind their glasses on their forehead? They busting you up with this. This is the Joker, baby. They finna run the table. Okay. You really want to assess your risk and see and ask your spirit team, ask yourself, is this a risk worth taking? Is it a risk worth taking? If your spirit says no, then it's a no. Because this is in reverse, I don't believe this is going to be a year of risk taking for you. Okay? All right? This is not the year for you to take huge leaps and risk. This is not the year. All right? And there you have it. Thank you, Patrice. Okay, y'all. We have come to the end of the road here. I am going to go ahead and get off because I have to check on a few things. And if I don't have to leave immediately, I will hop back on briefly to give y'all some quick, perhaps $5 pendulum yes or no questions. Okay? But I'm going to ease on down the road. If you want to replay the reading, so forth and so on, go to my YouTube and you can run it back. All right? All right. I love y'all from a life-filled place. I will talk to you all later. Bye.